So, wow, they took a whole lot out of here. Look at this. All of this is gone. Hey y'all, so let's go do a quick price check on a few items and see what it's looking like. I'm at the Walmart in Taylorsville, North Carolina. It's supposed to be a super Walmart, but it's not that big on the inside, but they have rearranged it, so major changes did happen inside of the store. So I'm interested to see how they have it looking now and what the prices look like. So let's go. Don't forget to hit that like button. It does help the channel get out to more people, and share the video out with your family and your friends. And y'all keep stocking up and preparing for these emergencies out here. You see what's happening with these different storms. Some storms don't even have a name. They just say it's going to be a heavy rain event. And then look at what happened in Texas. Major flooding. Lots of people lost their lives, including children. So let's get that weather radio and let's turn it on, get it set, and don't ignore the emergency messages that come to your phone, as well as those radios, because many times we swipe away, you know, those sounds because they are annoying, but it could save your life. So let's look at some things we can also get for emergency preparedness as well. Okay, so they have some items here, 98 cents, condiments, you know, because this holiday season is 4th of July, it's Sunday, actually, after 4th of July. So we're going to grab a cart here that we can store away real fast and put on our shelves, just to give you ideas of what you can start your food pantry with. Even though they do have some gaps here, they're front facing. The fruit, canned fruit, is also good to put on your shelf if you're creating that prepper pantry, along with dry beans, canned beans. Pasta and pasta sauces are also great to store long term, as well as your vegetables. Over here you see the green beans, tomatoes, okra, corn, carrots, those things, all great to store. These ready to eat meals are also good. I love storing complete meals. You don't even have to cook them if you don't have power, but they store really well for a really long period of time, along with your hamburger helper. Just be careful with the salt intake when it comes to a lot of these things. We do need salt, but we don't need a lot of salt. So here's some boxed macaroni and cheese. Here's some more canned tomatoes, your noodles, your ramen, cup of noodle, and also soups store very well when you are creating a prepper pantry, and you can typically get those at cheaper prices. Rice, and again, your dry beans store really well, and they make really good meals. And you can add chili to that. And listen, chili over rice is good when you don't have anything. You have canned meats here, corned beef hash, beef in a can, roast beef, turkey, chicken. All these things can come in cans, and they can also come in packets, and they all store well. I also want to say, if you have pets, you can feed this to your pet, because we need to be stocking up on pet food as well. Sometimes I will do like a canned tuna or chicken and add that to Gracie's kibble, and she absolutely loves it. And then one egg with that. So for your pets, I would say buy the canned tuna that has the oil in it, because that way they're getting their omega-3s, and they're getting that oil to help their coat. Now for you yourself, get your tuna in water. You don't want it in oil, because it's not going to last a long period of time in oil. And canned tuna in water does last longer on the shelf, in case you were wondering. With oil, it'll go rancid after a certain amount of time, but be careful how you store things as well. That does matter. You don't want to store in a hot place. You want to store in a cool, typically dark place. If you're using cooking oil, the cooking oil in here is $8 and some change, but that's good to store as well as your seasonings. And you can go to Dollar Tree and get your seasonings if you don't want to get them from here. I used to store Jiffy Mix all the time until I started making my own cornbread from scratch. But you see these right here, they store well. Flour, you can put it in the freezer, get any kind of bugs out of them, and then store them on your shelf. And then you have your sugars here. If you're a coffee drinker, make sure you have some coffee stocked up. Here's the bread. Bread freezes well also, or you can make your own. Just get the ingredients and you'll always have bread ready to go. And I see they do have a little bit of gaps in here as well with some of these items. Don't forget your snacks, and don't forget your fiber bars and all that stuff. Those things store really well. If you're eating cereal, get you some cereal, get you some grains, grits, oats, things like that. And don't forget your comfort foods, okay? So like I said, they kind of switched the store around, so I really didn't know where a lot of stuff was because it looked a lot different the last time. But coming down here with the eggs, their eggs are $13 in this store as well for the 60 count, and then you have the 12 counts for anywhere between $6, $5, and $4 depending on what kind you get. And then here are our meats. I didn't really look at the prices for the chicken because the chicken is typically around the same thing. I was looking at these organ meat here because I was thinking about getting some for Gracie for her food. But the turkey, of course, is definitely higher than it's been in a while. So this is $22. So is the tube meat over there. They don't have the 10 pound, so I can't give you the price difference on that one. But this is $11 for these patties right here. All these have their patties 10 for 10. So I don't have the 10 pound in here. What is this, 5? Yeah, this is a 5 pound for $22. It's $15 for a 3 pound. What is this? Oh, it's a 5 pound also. So I guess it's the same price. And $17 for this one up here. This is how they've rearranged everything in here. Very, very different. So I'm looking for the weather radios now. They're normally over where electronics is. So let's see if they have any and how much they cost. So this is also good for emergencies, getting that radio with that frequency between you and another person. I don't see the weather radios though. How many of y'all still have a house phone? Let me know that in the comments. But they should be over in this section, but I'm not seeing them at all. Okay, so that's very different. They didn't have any on the shelf, so I asked the lady that worked over there in that section, and she looked on her phone, and nope, they don't have any. But normally that's where you would find them. So if you don't have a weather radio, please go ahead and get you one or order you one offline. It could be a crank radio, it could be one that plugs in to your car, one that has a battery, one that plugs into your AC, whatever. Get you a weather radio. So, wow, they took a whole lot out of here. Look at this. All of this is gone. But anyway, I gotta go pick my daughter up, but I wanted to bring you this quick video. I hope that it helps you keep stocking.